teaser. Remind me to play that at the end here.
Awesome.
For every... And we are live. Eric, are you there, buddy? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What can we do here? We got Eric frozen on the screen. Let me see if I can get him. See if we can get him back. Technical difficulties. You think it's going to go smooth? You think we have everything ready to go? I was just talking to him. Eric's not online. Bear with me, guys. There's always something. Let me call him up, see what's going on. Oh, we had him.
Dude, everything disconnected. What happened?
Boss man, we're live. I have you on speakerphone, so I need to call you on Skype.
Yeah, give me 1 minute. Everything froze up. I
Okay.
lost you right when we said live.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not good, Eric. There's 44 people ready to listen to us.
Technical difficulties.
What are you doing? Just rebooting it, huh?
That's the only thing I could do, my friend.
Okay. Well, I'm going to keep you right here. You tell me when you're ready for me to call in.
I sure will.
And we will, we're going to continue on with the show, guys. This is pretty unique. Well, not really unique, but we plan on going live, actually, for the next 5 weeks in a row on Wednesday nights. At least, tentatively, that's the plan. And we're going to showcase previous videos that we have not uploaded yet to the YouTube channel. So tonight's video that we're going to watch is all about Carolina rigging for smallmouth with Eric and myself. And then we're gonna watch the video together. It's not too long, 10, 12 minutes. And then we're going to talk a little sea rigging, answer any of your questions that you may have. Which reminds me, I need to pull up all the comments. Now, are you there, buddy?
Rebooting.
Okay, rebooting. So our plan is to do the live videos every week. And it's going to be pretty cool. We'll be able to interact with the fans, answer a bunch of questions live, and I'm looking forward to it. I know Eric has a great time doing it. We kind of practice. I know some of you guys are back from our... we kind of did a rehearsal over the weekend. Ended up to be 4 hours long. It was crazy. We deleted it, of course, because it was just like we were all over the place. So it was a lot of fun. Man, here we go. Well, while we're waiting for Eric, let's talk about... Guys, listen, so the live episodes are going to be sponsored by Monster Bass, the Better Box. Okay, it's a great monthly subscription. I actually want to go over some of the different items that were in this month's box real quick while we're waiting for Eric, because it's amazing. It's all Strike King products, actually, this month. Are you there, buddy?
Still rebooting.
Still rebooting. So we got a square bill. Strike King square bill. 1.5. Oh, Carolina rigging. You definitely want to Carolina rig some Rage Craws. We got the Rage Menace in the box. We got a Series 5. We got the Ned. Jerkbait, of course. Pro Blue, awesome color. So there's a lot of awesome. There's a jig in here as well. Oh man, not just, this ain't a jig. This is a Thunder Cricket. All right, I'm really interested in trying this. That's one cool thing about a subscription box, guys. I love Z-Man products, and I use the jackhammer a lot. I probably never would have purchased this bait and now I have the opportunity to try it. So what it does, it actually allows you to kind of get out of your comfort zone, because every month you have no idea what's going to show up in the box, and maybe you'll find something that you can build some confidence on and hopefully catch some more fish. So I encourage you guys, if you go to monsterbass.com, I'm going to put the link up right now, if I can figure out how. There we go. And you can use Travis10 and get your first, get a little discount on your order. All right, let's see here. Eric?
Still logging on, man. I don't know what's going on, man.
What do you mean that you're still logging on?
What can I tell you, man? It's rebooting.
How long does it reboot for?
It's 60% complete.
Were you updating the thing?
No.
Man, you got problems. I don't even know what to say.
Epic fail.
Man, it's been a chore to get to this point. So about a year ago, I mentioned Eric. So we did I went over to his house, looked at his amazing bait collection, and was just like, whoa, we need to do something on a weekly basis about just your tackle system, all your baits, crankbait. I mean, it's crazy. So I put together a list. I told him you got to get the Yeti mic. I told him the camera to get, the whole system, so we can start doing this live. And it took him a couple of months. He finally went on Amazon, bought it all. And here we are a year later. Are we at 70%?
Exactly.
I'm just reading some comments. He does have his Shimano hat on, Jason.
You know it, Jason Malsteller.
Hey, some guys are saying that your internet connection is blocked by the $1 million collection of tackle.
That's classic.
You know, Eric's never been late for a blast off in the morning, though.
Nope.
You've been late for a fishing trip.
Not one time.
Where are we at, buddy?
I'm going to tell you in about 30 seconds. Looking good. Got the Dell up. It's restarting.
Restarting. That's good.
Mm-hmm. I had to do a hard shutdown, man.
Hey, David.
The entire machine was frozen as soon as you said live.
I got you.
Everything froze. Oh.
Thunder Crickets. We get some comments about that Thunder Cricket in that Monster Bass box.
Yeah, what do you think of that Thunder Cricket?
Dude,
Thrown it?
this is the first. I just opened it right now. This is the first. I thought it was a jig when I opened it earlier today.
So what do you see that's different from the jackhammer? Does it have that moving part in the head?
The blade's different.
Yep, it's got a different shaped blade. It's got that little part that comes out.
Yeah.
What do you think the concept is there?
I love this color though. It's like it's got that green pumpkin with some of that blue in it.
Oh yeah, like a blue crawl.
Bruiser is what they call it.
Blue crawl. Yeah, riverfish will love that.
Sure.
Any blue crawl is good.
So maybe our backup plan is Big Crank Jimmy. Jimmy was on the our test. He might show up tonight later on.
We're hoping. I texted him to tell him we're going live.
How you doing?
It says I'm 100% ready.
All right, I'm gonna call you right now.
No, not yet. I'll tell you when.
Perfect. Well, in the meantime, what do we got going on? So I'm actually going to, so check this out, guys. I leave tomorrow to start setting my booth up right here. The Greater Niagara Fishing and Outdoor Expo. So we're going to be doing some bass seminars. So this is up in Niagara Falls, New York. If you guys are in the area within 2-3 hours, I encourage you to take a look at it. Stop on by. It's going to be a great weekend to talk fishing. And we're going to be actually giving away a free trip. Oh my gosh. Eric.
Yo.
I totally forgot the Bassmaster Open results. Did you look?
Yeah, I did.
I didn't even look, dude. Now, I just want to end this right now and look. I won't. But anyways, you can win a trip to the Bassmaster Classic if you attend a bass fishing seminar up there at the show.
With you, Travis.
I'll be there. Hey, Jimmy just popped in. Jimmy, if you're watching, we'd love to have you call in towards the end of the show. So Eric should be ready because we're about 5 minutes deep, Eric.
Yeah, I can see you. I got the YouTube Live on my phone.
Yep.
I'm checking you out, Greg.
All right, keep trying to figure out. We're going to keep going. So the following week, I'm actually going to be up in Massachusetts, Boston, Boxborough, Massachusetts for the New England Fishing Expo. And I'm looking forward to that one. I'm looking forward to hearing Paul, Mark Daniels Jr., Steve Kennedy's going to be there. Awesome lineup. They do an awesome job. It's a great show. It's a blast. I'm looking forward to that show as well. So it's a fun-filled couple of weeks hitting the shows. 21-something's leading the Opens. I want to see how some of the people did. I want to see if they caught their limit today. Eric,
Yeah.
you ready, buddy?
Yeah.
Are you messing with me, dude?
No, dude, I swear to God.
What's the problem now?
I'm opening up Skype right now. Give me a second.
Man.
Damn, it's slow.
Maybe we'll just have Jimmy. Jimmy, you can call in anytime now. Yeah, so we got the Great American Outdoor Show after that. And then back up to Messina, New York. The land of the giant smallmouth. Dennis, guide rates, you can find all that out on my website, travismanson.com. I'll be at the expo in Harrisburg all 9 days. All right, so if Eric doesn't respond here in the next 3 seconds, he's out. Come on, buddy. Jimmy, help me out here.
It's coming up, man. It's coming up.
If you don't... Seriously, Eric. This dude drives me crazy sometimes.
Literally, my Skype window is spinning seconds away from the best show ever.
Come on, buddy. Scott Martin, 60th. Patrick Walters. So we have a video ready to go all about Carolina rigging. I actually got my Carolina stick right here because we were going to talk about it. Maybe I'll do that first since we're waiting here. So here's my setup, guys. Carolina rig setup. I've thrown the Sea Rig quite a bit over the years for largemouth and smallmouth. I throw it a lot. You know, a lot of people like to use it over our deep water structure. It's a good way to cover water, to feel what's there on the bottom. I'll throw this a lot in 3 feet of water or less, believe it or not, especially on tidal water through the grass. Works really well. It's an awesome technique. But tonight we're going to talk more about smallmouth fishing. But this one here is the Dobyns Champion XP Rod. It's the DC 804C. It's a little, I mean, it's long. This is an 8-foot rod, and it's heavy. If you're not fighting a fish or setting a hook, and you're just playing with the rod, and you're just looking at that bend, it almost seems like it's too heavy, but it really isn't. I get a lot of good hookups. I don't have a problem fighting the fish with this rod, and it's been a really good rod. Don't be intimidated by, when you pick it up, when you're looking at it in the store or whatever the case may be, it looks like a rod you're going to throw a bigger swim bait actually on, which it probably would work for some smaller Alabama rigs. But it is a really good Sea Rig rod.
Hit me up, Travis.
Let me take a look, Eric. Not yet. Here we go. We got him. Hey, turn that down, boss.
Got it, brother. Got it.
How are you doing?
I'm good,
Hey,
man.
say hi to everybody.
I'm good. Little freaked out with the technical issues, but
Man,
we're clear.
Our first
I
YouTube
think
live.
it's Russian. It's Russian hacking. I mean, I do a little election work on the side, so I'm certain investigation will be open shortly.
Do not even. I thought you weren't going to talk about conspiracy theories and politics. Hey, now we're gonna.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
I actually was going to open with a rap song.
What were you going to open with? A rap song? That would be
Yes.
incredible.
I,
Smallmouth Rush rapping? Let's do it.
No. I started listening to an artist that really is awake. Yeah, dude. We'll get
awake?
into it later.
Okay, let me click on the live portion so I can join the live and watch everybody roasting me for having a technical issue. First night, yeah, sure, good. Live, let's go live.
Well, listen, we got 140 guys and girls joining us
Hey,
tonight.
thanks everybody.
Let's watch the Sea Rig video. If you remember,
Let's do it.
we were in upstate New York. I'll set the scene. It was pre-spawn, and so these fish were just off of their main spawning flats. And we used the side image to locate some hard shell beds, pieces of wood, structure like that. And we're just doing what we do with a sea rig, and that's covering water and getting some bites. And you explain a lot about the setup, I think 3 or 4 times in this short 8-minute video. So
I'm good like that.
You are.
At least if I wasn't on tonight, I would have been there in spirit.
Right. So let's take a look at the video.
Okay, this is exciting.
Of course, he hooks up first. Are you able to watch this, Eric?
Yeah.
Okay,
But I have this funny lag, so what I'm gonna do is what I'm gonna do is go to
And it's one,
yeah. Interesting.
eating the missile baits.
Well, hey guys, let me know in the comments if you can hear this video and everything's working out for the viewers.
Destroyer, baby destroyer in green pumpkin. Missile baits, baby destroyer, green pumpkin. So we got what? I think we got a 3/8 ounce. This is a half ounce, isn't it? Carolina rig sinker in your box?
You don't know?
Yes. Yeah. So we got a half ounce Carolina rig sinker, 4/0 Gamakatsu EWG, missile baits, green pumpkin, baby destroyer, and we got a bead and a swivel there, and just moving the bait. Travis is on. Do you got him? No. Oh yeah. Oh!
Look at that.
Hello, Carolina.
What are we doing, man?
We're Carolina rigging, man. It's called rigging. Rigging. Another technique that you don't see a lot of people doing anymore, man. It's a lost art, I think. It takes patience. It's a pain. You get hung up. You got to retie. But if you do it and you stick with it.
Yes, I was throwing it on a. I think I was using a
I'm
tube.
happy with that. Second Carolina rig fish of the season. Let's go over the setup. Half ounce weight. I'm stuck on the cord. I'd show you the rest of it, but I'm stuck.
Hey,
on
boss,
the
you're saying that a lot on the video, so let's
get out there. Thank
let's
you.
not overlap. Yeah,
Missile
let's watch
baits,
that.
baby destroyer, green pumpkin, half ounce. You got your
Right.
bead and your swivel. About a 3-foot leader of 10-pound copolymer. Love it. Thank you. Drag it, shake it, repeat. Sweep, hook, set. Any other questions, Travis?
I think you covered it so far.
All right, man. Decent fish. Nothing's coming out. Staying down.
Really?
Really? He's got to sit down? He doesn't swing a fish like that. Oh, you come over here for me, baby. Oh, whew, man,
Yes.
crazy.
Nice.
Where have you brought me? Look at that. Have you seen a cleaner, more beautiful Smallie?
That's nice, man.
Holy moly, man. Look at that, man.
The baby D-bomb, the baby destroyer. What is that?
Baby destroyer for missile baits.
What
Thank you,
size
John
hook?
Cruz. It's a 4-aught Gami at EWG with a half-ounce bullet weight. I'm sorry, half-ounce barrel. Your little egg sinker is what I was trying to say. And then you've got your glass bead, or is this plastic in your box? I'm not sure. I think I got a chip
That's
in it.
glass.
So this is glass. It's already got a chip in it, and that's a risk. A lot of people break them off because glass chips. So they made those 4-speeds one time that were supposedly easier on your line, but when you get a chip in that glass, you're risking the biscuit. So
Yeah.
but anyway, about a 3.5 foot leader, I think. What is that, 3.5? And you know, just chucking it. It's a drag, shake, repeat, and then a nice long sweep set. I love this technique, man. I don't get to do it a lot.
It's fun setting the hook, man.
It is, man. When they load up on that rod,
I wonder if I'll be able to catch a
I tell ya,
fish.
I have caught some big fish over the years doing this, but in the tournaments that I fish now, doing a whole lot more covering water than slowing down and coating a drop
Yes.
or a break and pre-spawn with a Carolina rig. I miss it, Travis. I really do. Do you hear me reminiscing? I used to do it with Johnny Ingram, Bob Ch. There he is. Good one.
He bit like he was big. They all do, don't they?
They do.
Smallmouth fights so good.
That's unbelievable.
There you go.
Now you're in the game.
Nice chunky smallmouth.
Chunky.
Wow. Hey, that's a heavy fish.
That's a heavy 3. I like it.
So I'm actually drop shot. Yeah, I always drop shot.
shotting.
I'm actually Carolina rigging with a Get Bit Baits tube. This one's in leech. It's a good color in this stained water, and it seems to be working as of now.
I wouldn't get overconfident.
I'm really confident right now. I'm loving it, dude. I'm loving it. It's an awesome bite on a Carolina rig. What I like about Carolina rig, it allows you to cover water, allows you to really feel what's down there. We're fishing some isolated shell beds right now. And it's just a boom. Big thump, dude. Dude, that's an awesome.
You actually caught that one off of a beaver
Beautiful
hut.
fish. Wow.
Holy camole is all I got to say.
You can land them right here. Unless you want me to get them.
Yeah, no, I think,
So what is that? There's some shell beds down there, some hard rock.
Nice, dude.
look at the size of that beast. Missile baits, baby destroyer, pre-spawn, gigante.
It's actually stained water too.
Solid beast.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
like
can see
what?
down a couple a foot or two.
It's like a tannic color, if I
Yes.
remember right?
in
Yep.
front of the beaver hut.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of
You called it.
cool.
Well, there's some hard bottom. We're actually pretty
But
shallow.
it's got
guys.
that
We're about
reddish
4 to 6
tint,
feet
right?
of water.
Right.
Yeah, most people think Carolina
Yeah.
rigging is deep.
That was a
I'm
nice
actually
one.
going to switch things up. I'm going to throw a chigger craw
Okay,
on the
I gotcha.
back.
Man, look at that tub. Holy moly. They're thick up there.
It's a good one. Oh, he's dogging.
Oh, I'm coming up to the Harrisburg show.
On
No
this
doubt,
rig,
man.
Put another one in the boat.
You guys notice that sweep hook set? That's the key with the Carolina rig.
Got some nice hard bottom.
Travis, what do you like on your Carolina rig rod? Medium, heavy action?
Yeah, this one here, that Dobyns is a pretty heavy rod. Heavier than
Yeah.
what most people would throw, but I really like it.
Too shabby.
It's got a lot of backbone, but it's got a tip that allows them to suck that bait in, right? I mean, it's essentially what, a jig rod?
Nice bite.
No, it's actually a Carolina rig rod. That's what it's for.
Oh.
But I mean, it's probably for sea rigging down in Texas, you know, Falcon
Yeah.
Lake stuff.
Yeah. But I think most people could get away with rigging on a what? I mean, 7.5's great
Sure.
to give you the
Love
ability to pick up that line. I mean, if you got a
Carolina
3-foot
rigging,
leader,
guys.
Yep.
that's why a longer rod's important to have that. You know, you're
Beautiful
sweeping to get
smallmouth.
that hook driving home. You know.
Well, I think that's going to wrap up the sea rig video. If you guys don't sea rig, I encourage you to do so. It's so versatile because you can really throw it anywhere. I throw it in grass a lot. Today was hard structure, but I do work it around grass quite a bit as well.
Nice.
My favorite baits, I like a chigger craw, I like a brush hog, I love a fluke, and of course a
A
tube.
fluke for bigger bites.
Those are the baits you'll find me throwing most often. You like that destroyer,
Baby destroyer missile bait.
baby
Add
destroyer.
it to your arsenal. You won't be sorry.
Not bad, bro.
Boom.
Boom. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Leave any likes and comments below. Let me know what your favorite bait is for Carolina rigging. And as always, until next time, we'll see you guys on the water.
There you go, Holmes.
I didn't even chime in. We'll see you all. Yeah, very good.
Oh, let's
Sorry for the
see.
technical issues earlier.
Well,
How you feeling, Travis? That was your first live broadcast. Like, we're into it, man.
Hey, this is
That's
working
exciting.
out. It's
Let's
working
go.
out. You're starting to phase out on my end. You're not as crystal clear as me though. What's going on there with your
Really?
internet connection? Yeah.
Well, it's that 1972 computer I'm running, man. I'm on AOL dial-up, so sorry, guys.
I got you. I got you.
No, I see it. I am. I'm not crystal on it. Wow. Okay. You're looking good.
I know. We got the I got the lights going on in here and
I know. It looks like I live in Branson, Missouri.
the new small
What the hell?
the new smallmouth crush gear.
I might have to upgrade to the Gigabyte. Yeah, Travis, how about that smallmouth crush gear? I don't see that as one of the offerings. So what's up with the special edition?
This is a special edition trial. I want to see if you guys dig this. It's going to be a little more expensive. Costs a little bit more than your normal wear, if you will.
Very good. Do you have a price point in mind
Not yet. Not yet.
that you'd like to tell the viewers about? Is that performance wear
It
material?
is. It is.
Ah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Excellent. Excellent. I'm sure you got me one for the Harrisburg show, right?
Of course. Of course.
Of course. All right. So what are we doing next?
Yeah. So Carolina rigging. You know what? You want to talk? You want to continue the sea rig topic or what?
Absolutely. I'm
Okay.
just watching some of the comments and it made me laugh for
I
a
gotcha.
second.
I gotcha.
You pop over to the chat room and somebody said it's my lip balm getting in, it's interfering with the connection.
I
so
gotcha.
Thanks. That's pretty funny. You got me to laugh.
So I run 17 to 20 fluorocarbon for my main line.
So Travis, can I ask you a quick question?
Yep.
So some guys are braid to fluoro now. So
Sure.
I'm a traditionalist like you. I run fluoro too, but some people have switched to braid. Tell me why you haven't.
So I like, first of all, with the fluorocarbon, or if I had braid on my sea rig, it would be braid to mono, not fluorocarbon. So my leader, typically when I'm throwing a sea rig, is going to be monofilament, because I feel it allows that bait to kind of get off the bottom and let the bait work a little bit, which is kind of the whole point of a Carolina rig, if you will. So that's my whole theory why I like to have a monofilament leader to my sea rig. And I use braid. I feel so much more with braid. But the reason why I went with fluorocarbon is because this rod is a little bit heavier. And I just felt it was overkill.
Sure.
And I can feel just as well, pretty good with that fluorocarbon.
I think so as well. And
When I'm dragging.
what I found, if I'm using braid and I get hung up, it is so much harder to pop that bait off, especially with that weight away from the lure. So I'd rather, go with the traditional setup of fluorocarbon and be able to get my bait back, because re-rigging a sea rig is a pain, right?
Absolutely.
I think that's why a lot of people don't throw it, because it takes a ton of effort, right, to rig up. You've got the swivel, you've got the barrel weight, you've got the bead, you might have a little clacker in between,
Sure.
you've got the leader sec. It's a lot to go through, right?
So, yes, absolutely. So I used to, back home in Wisconsin, I would fish some tournaments where I would have 40 to 50 isolated rock piles I would run to. And one of my techniques, this is for smallmouth, was throwing a Carolina rig. A Carolina rig tube, actually, was the bait of choice. But it was so much zebra mussels, and, I mean, it was crazy. I would break off on a regular basis where I was actually using 15 to 20 pound leader on my C rig just to kind of help with some of the zebra mussels and some of the issues. And then I would actually tie some leaders up, and I would use those styrofoam noodles, wrap it around.
Yeah.
So it's a little more efficient during the tournament anyways. But yeah, it's a pain. Oftentimes though, especially when you're fishing around rocks, it'll actually start fraying on the leader itself, not actually above the weight system. So a lot of times I'd come back with just this left. So I just have to retie that part.
So Travis, I noticed that you have a bullet style sinker, you know, real traditionalist on the ball and chain. That's the other expression for the Carolina rig from the old school guys. They like an egg sinker, and the egg sinker gets that bait moving around on the bottom. It kind of rolls the bait around. It's really interesting. I think a Texas rig sinker, to me, has more of a to hang up and rock. But do you use Texas all the time, or have you switched over? Do you still have barrel? You know, the old egg sinker. What do you do?
Well, listen. So I use lead a lot because it doesn't, especially when I'm fishing around a lot of chunk rock and whatnot. I just feel lead comes through a little bit better. Where tungsten's gonna dig in, and you're gonna break off more weights. If I was fishing around grass though, I wouldn't have a problem throwing the bullet. It'll slide through the grass a little bit better. And there's a dozen different weight options for a Carolina rig out there.
What's your traditional? What do you go with normally if you're fishing in that 10 to 15 foot zone for Carolina rig fishing for smallies?
I'll use just an egg, just like we were in the show. Lead.
Half ounce or 3/4?
Half to 3/4, sometimes an ounce. Yep. Yeah, you can experiment. A couple guys are asking about the brass sinker and the different weight systems and the different sounds that they make. Man, I don't get that technical with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There was a really cool sinker. The first time I met Travis was on Lake Champlain to fish. And we fished together. He was practicing. Was that for a BFL or was that an FLW?
Probably.
Remember New
Might
York,
have been
Champlain?
Yes.
I think it was a BFL. And so after I fished with Travis, I hired a guide. And his name, forget his name, Jason. Was it Jason? You know that guy. Anyway, we drifted with the wind, throwing a Carolina rig. It was a braid to a big game leader, by the way. We used a chigger crawl, which was really cool. Actually, no, it was a zoom. It was the zoom crawl. But the cool part that he used, and I had some in my bag, is there was this brass egg sinker made with 2 built-in swivels, one on each side, to prevent line twist. So it was a really efficient way to do it. And I felt like the brass gave off more sound. We got hung up a lot, but we were able to get our baits back. We were drifting a little bit of a shelf, open water. But it was a really cool system. I liked it. It was very simple to rig up. No beads, no clacking going on, drifting with the wind while we were Carolina rig fishing. Have you ever drifted a Carolina rig? Because the wind was right. It was like 4 to 5 miles an hour. It was a super technique, I thought, for smallmouth.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's one of the greatest things about it is when you're in windy conditions and it's hard to fish anything else. That's pretty much when you have to pull that out.
Yeah. Agreed. And yes, it was Mark F. Speed crawl for sure. And it was watermelon candy. They loved it. They loved that color. It probably caught 4 or 5 drift. Yep.
Yeah. As far as baits go, like I mentioned, I like a tube, a chigger craw, a speed craw, a fluke. Throw a fluke a lot, and a brush hog.
Yep.
Or I
got a couple baits I'd like to throw in, Travis. I mean, here's a sleeper, the Zoom Fish Doctor. This bait is I think there's another whole class of Carolina rigging. You can go to a finesse Carolina rig. Mm-hmm. You can downsize and throw it on a spinning rod with an 1/8 ounce egg sinker. You know, you can even use bobber stops, multiple bobber stops to put that little 1/8 ounce sinker on there.
Yep.
No clacket. Super finessey. That Zoom Fish Doctor's got that flat bottom, so that bait will glide a lot when you're pulling and you're moving it. 1/8 ounce, it's just a real supersized down technique, and it catches them for sure. So if you're fishing around pressured water where you've got a lot of boats, especially pre-spawn, that little finesse Carolina rig will get you some fish in the boat.
Absolutely.
As a co-angler, great thing to throw. Keep that leader about 12 to 18 inches. Use a light wire 2/0 Gamakatsu EWG hook, and you're good to go.
Perfect.
Green pumpkin. It's the only color you need.
Well, unless you're on the Chesapeake.
What else would you throw for?
That's
sea
for
rig bait?
another time.
That's a whole nother show, guys.
Right,
Tune back
right.
in April. We'll talk about it.
Hey, can you get a little clear on your?
Any suggestions?
I don't know, man.
Because I was coming through clear for 4 freaking hours on Saturday.
I know.
I know. Look at that, man. I don't look too good, man. Muskie.
All good.
I could risk disconnecting and coming back.
Now let's not do that. So let's here's what we're gonna do. Yes, here's what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna give you
because we didn't rehearse this at all. I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's go, Travis. What do you got?
So I was gonna ring in Jimmy here in a little bit just to say hi, introduce you guys if you haven't met Jimmy yet, and unless you guys got any more questions on the Sea Rig, let's do a little preview of next week. So next week Wednesday we're gonna have another video all about grub fishing for smallmouth. I don't know if you remember this, Eric.
Yeah.
Let's watch a preview.
It's back to me, man.
All right, here we go.
I like this area a little bit better.
Maybe there's a They're coming for you, Eric. What? The fishing's so good it should be illegal. Hide your kids, hide your wife. How's that go?
I don't know. Is it the song? I'm unfamiliar with this song. Tell me about it. All right. Oh, there he was. Eddie time. Let me see if I can get a quick cast.
Get in there, nice little Eddie.
Hey, double though. Wow, good one, man.
Hey, man, that thing was
Nice.
nice to get through.
I love grub.
Well, I guess that's it. You got me, Eric?
Well, I'm here.
Okay, good. I was scared for a second.
I'm just replaying the episode in my mind, man.
You remember that?
I do.
Uh-huh.
That Eddie was special, man. That was a special Eddie.
Hey, Mike's got a really good comment here. Sea Rig in the tube, put like a foam earplug in it to float. Certainly can do that. Stuff it with some scent. Styrofoam works, those little peanut things, any of that, if you want to get all crazy and technical.
Crazy. Well, Travis, you throw Z-Man plastics. They float like corks.
Yep.
Do you Sea Rig any Z-Man?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And by the way, just for the record, there's a good video on YouTube underwater showing Sea Rigs with fluorocarbon as a leader versus mono as a leader. And guess what? Neither floated the bait. Just saying.
I'm done then.
It's crazy, right? Crazy. It shocked me because I've always thrown mono. Big
there's
game.
different brands of mono too. So
which is a high float mono in your opinion?
I really like the Suffix.
Suffix high float.
Mm-hmm. Does a wobblehead replace a Sea Rig? I don't think so. It certainly has kind of similar application. I mean, you're dragging the bottom with it, but I don't think so.
Hey, Travis, here's a great question. So, length of leader. So, when fish are super active, is the leader longer? Does water clarity affect the length of your leader? Why 3 foot versus 6 to 18 inches?
I'm always like 2.5 to 3 foot, regardless. I really am. I am.
Right. I'll shorten that leader like in the wintertime when I'm throwing that little finesse Carolina rig or a split shot rig, which is the ultimate finesse. You're going down from an 1/8 ounce egg sinker to like a number 4 split shot, or multiple ones.
Sure.
And you're putting it really close to the bait. 12 inches, because those fish are really inactive and they're not going to move a long way to get it. But the clearer the water, the spookier the fish. Keep that rig leader longer, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Uh-oh.
Whoa, that was weird.
What was that?
I don't. You were out for a second, man. I guess it's my AOL dial-up modem, 56K. I'll be upgrading next week to a gig.
Right.
So, Thousand Islands. Can you see rig on up at Thousand Islands without getting hung up all day? Didn't Greg DePalma do that? Hey, I'm clearer now. What?
You look good.
Travis, did you push some button?
No.
I changed nothing. Well, this is how it's supposed to look. So maybe you save me some money. I don't have to go to a gig.
There you go.
Yeah, man. So, Thousand Islands. Can you see rig up there without getting hung up all day?
Yes, if you position the boat properly.
Thousand Islands. Can you see rig up Thousand Islands without getting hung up all day? Did Greg DePalma do that?
Uh-oh.
That's weird. Travis, did you push some clear, but it's now happening.
I hear some background.
Well, this is how it's supposed to look. So maybe you save me some money.
Hold on, let me see what's going on here.
What have you done, man? You got me clear, but now I'm echoing.
I know.
I don't have my volume on my YouTube, by the way. I'm reading closed captions, just so I don't hear an echo with no headphones.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, I think I got it going here.
Okay, so I'm clear and there's no echo. Good job, Travis.
Thank you.
I mean, you are the producer and the engineer, so, I mean, I'm impressed.
Right. Hey, Cornell's stopping by, saying hi.
YouTube fishing vids, man. Cornell.
Angler at large. So, yeah, I actually responded to your comment. I said, I'm not actually at that Oak show. I'm at the next Oak show, the Philadelphia Fishing Show. So I did not go to the Oak show this past weekend. All right, what else do we got here? I was trying to get Big Time Jimmy.
I got a few more baits I want to talk about. Okay. So I'm just going to keep going with the baits because, Travis, people love baits. So here's another sleeper bait to Carolina rig. Who knows about the Zoom double ringer? Double ringer, man. This thing is like a wet noodle, man. Wet noodle. And it's got rings, of course. Each side's just about the same. That's a sleeper Carolina rig bait right there. Another one I like is, I told you about the Fish Doctor. Missile Baits Destroyer is probably one of my favorite. But the Zoom Forktail, man. And I love Carolina rigging a bait that's flat. Trick worm's great. Hey, by the way, trick worm, Travis, we did a whole episode on Jimmy Big Time.
Uh-oh.
What's up, folks? This is where the show gets a little crazy. What's up, Jimmy?
Hey, Jimmy.
We're good. I'm
Jimmy, can you turn down the sound?
Yeah, you're down, buddy.
Okay. I want to make sure you guys can hear him.
I told you. It's his dog. The
Being
star of the
pooch,
show,
baby,
the dog.
Being the pooch.
The pooch.
Wow.
So, Travis, Jimmy Big Time and I were talking, because Jimmy's launching his YouTube channel soon, but there's no worry on your part.
Trust me.
Jimmy subscribes to the KISS method of keep it simple, stupid. That message is for me because you look behind me, you see this crazy-ass wall of baits, right? I do not keep it simple. So, Jimmy, we're talking about how many episodes we have on Jimmy Big Time bass fishing. 1. And it would be about the colors you like. What are they?
6 minutes worth of material.
Content for the entire show year.
That's it. It's over.
What are the top 2 colors, Jimmy?
I'm already done. You missed it.
Yeah. Green pumpkin, black and blue.
And blue.
2 lures.
Yeah. Centipede and a centipede.
And?
That's it. I'm out.
Jimmy,
there you go. That's
Jimmy,
the Jimmy Big Time Show 2020, guys.
You
Keep
look
it simple.
You look a little rough
Bill.
today, Jimmy.
I do.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, he worked.
Oh.
He works for a living.
Okay.
He's got a job.
You guys notice I got my hair cut?
Nice.
Look
Yeah,
good,
I
Jimmy.
got my
So some of you
contact
guys-
back to see you guys.
So some of you guys may not know who Big Crank Jimmy
He said
actually
happy
is.
haircut.
Hey,
Thanks, Dave. I did it for you guys.
Sean Lai says, "Oh my God, it's the Three Musketeers. I've had nightmares of Jimmy Voice the last 3 nights."
Hey, Bill. No way.
Yeah.
Say that.
Michael Shepard goes, "Hey Eric, sell a few baits and buy better internet. Here comes the roast."
Oh, no.
I love it.
Wow.
That's very funny. Hey, somebody asked about the Carolina keeper. I'm going to get back to Carolina because that's what we're talking about. Throw the ball and chain much? No.
You sound like a robot, buddy.
Jimmy or me?
You.
No, I'm crystal clear. I got good internet.
Am I coming? Am I coming in good now?
You're good, buddy.
So Jimmy, we're talking about Carolina rigging. Do
I
you
see
throw
so
the ball
far.
and
So
chain?
good, you guys. Very interesting. Seriously.
Yeah. Do you throw the ball and chain?
No, I throw most of the time. I'll throw what Travis was throwing with the. But I won't use lead. I'll always use the
Tungsten.
the other. Yeah, tungsten. Yeah, always.
Tungsten.
And I always go braid to Yozori. Always.
Oh, okay.
That's just me.
Yeah.
You're a Yozuri guy.
I love them. I love it. I love it.
It,
I love it.
it is a tough line for sure.
Yeah, but that's me. But you guys, I like it so far.
Sean Lai just donated $10 to buy me and
Nice.
Jimmy Big Time their cable.
Why is mine bad?
Thanks, Sean.
Sean, thank you, man. We're going for a gigabyte, man. We're going for gig service, man. Don't worry.
Better from the back. Thanks, Ron. The haircut, you mean?
Maybe.
I'm sorry.
It's fine, buddy. All right.
I'm listening. You guys are great. I'm going to go ahead. Listen, I'm going to jump off, all right?
Sounds
You guys,
good.
Okay, there,
big fun
man.
on your show. I'm watching you. Hello to everybody out there in Smallmouth Crush Land, and love yous all. Peace out.
All right, we'll see you,
Yeah.
buddy.
Jimmy.
Bye-bye. Hang me up, Travis.
Oh, I'm trying. Hold on, buddy.
All right, kid. Do your deal, man.
Yeah.
Finish up your show. It's great. Seriously.
You got it, man.
Man, I'm worried if I hit red here.
No, you're good.
Oh, there we go.
Go, Travis. So White Whale Fishing asks, can you talk a little bit about where you were throwing the Carolina rig? Cover, structure, bottom, composition, depth. How deep were we fishing? I think you talked about the shell beds, beaver hut. It was a rocky bottom. How deep were those fish that we were fishing for? I don't remember the depth.
6 to 10 feet of water.
6 to 10. Yep.
Yep. Oh, man. David thinks we're going to go till 4 a.m. Not
Oh,
tonight.
totally.
Not tonight.
We could do it, man. I mean, no, not tonight.
Oh, man. Well, what do you think? I think this was a great show. I think it was a good start. I'm excited about next week's show, all about grub fishing. So we actually filmed a series of videos while we were up there. We're going to talk about inline spinners. Remember that one?
Oh, absolutely. Rooster tail, maps.
Yep. We're going to talk a little bit about the hula grub.
Hey, inline spinner. Did I bring with me? I can't remember if I brought this with me. But there's a little inline rooster tail. Well, and it looks like a really small spinnerbait. You seen that one with the lead body and the double hook and the little wire?
Yeah.
You know, in the blade.
Yep.
Did we throw that day? I think we did. Yeah, cool. That'll be on the show. That's
Absolutely.
awesome.
Yep.
That's a forgotten bait, man. Forgotten bait. I think inline spinners are forgotten. You know, Iconelli carries an inline spinner. He used to in his what he called a panic box. If he needed a bite, he brought the inline spinner out. So it'll be a good show. And a grub. Holy crap. Who throws grubs anymore? Raise your hand, everybody.
Whew. I throw the hypertail grub. You were throwing the Yamamoto. What is that? What's their grub?
It's just they got a 4-inch and a 3-inch, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, I think I threw the 4.
Okay.
Yeah, super soft, super salty. You know, break the tail off every time you get a bite. They don't last long, but they catch them. because the action on that tail is just stupid ridiculous.
The
And then there's the double tail, and then the hula grub.
Tail and grub, sure. Carolina Keeper.
Awesome.
Talk to
Oh
us.
yeah. Oh, okay. So let me explain. So the Carolina Keeper is a quick way to do it, like a down and dirty Carolina rig. So the Carolina Keeper, see the pack, everybody? I hope you can see that. I think I'm still coming through clear. I got this for $1. So basically, this little round disc, you get a pair of pliers. There's a slit down the middle of this. You squeeze it with the pliers as hard as you can. You stick your line through the slit and position it up the line as far as you want. You're not using, of course, you have your weight on the front of it, right? And then you attach your hook. You're good. You can use a bead too, but this will stay in place. It will slip down a little bit occasionally, but it's just a fast way without a swivel to rig up a Carolina rig. There you go. Cheap and effective. No swivels involved. No extra knots involved. And I think that's, a lot of people talk about that. Now you have 3 knots to your hook and 2 sides of a swivel, right?
We had some comments as far as hooks. I like the Gamakatsu extra wide gap light wire hook is probably my favorite hook, whether it be a tube to a fluke, really.
Yeah.
3-aught, 4-aught.
How do you prevent that tube, because it doesn't have a solid head, from sliding down and bunching up when you're trying to set the hook?
With the right size hook is going to help. Okay.
Yep.
You just gotta hope they're biting it good.
Yeah. Right. Interesting. Yep. I agree with Travis. The Gamakatsu. I'm a Gami man. I think they're some of the best hooks out there. Light wire for sure when you're rigging. Now, if you're going to braid, you might need to beef up to a heavier hook, right? Because braid to fluoro, even to mono, it's a super positive hook set, and you might get some flex.
And listen,
so probably got 2x hook.
If we were Carolina rigging down on Falcon Lake right now, this wouldn't be the setup. You know what I mean? We're specifically talking about smallmouth fishing and clear water, with some hints of some tidal water fishing. That's kind of how I would have it set up. But if you're around big fish and heavy cover, 10 plus pounders, 8 pounders, you're going to want a little beefier setup than what we're throwing here for these smallmouth.
No doubt, man. Hey, Bill Gibson mentioned the Zoom 6-inch lizard with a firetail. I mean, arguably the lizard is one of the go-tos for Carolina rig fishing for big heads. When you're fishing pre-spawn for largemouth, you need to have a lizard on. I think the baby destroyer, or even the big destroyer, is a good option. Any kind of creature style bait for largemouth. But since we're talking about smallmouth, do you Carolina rig a lizard for smallmouth, Mr. Smallmouth Crush?
Rarely. I'm not gonna lie, rarely, dude.
No, and that's fair, because
a lot of guys do.
Carolina rigging for smallmouth.
A lot of guys on Champlain swear by a lizard, dragging a lizard on a sea rig. Just not my style. And I'll be straight up with you guys. When I'm up on the St. Lawrence and Lake Ontario and the Great Lakes, I don't throw it a whole lot. I see guys doing it. It wins tournaments. It's just not my... I think there's more efficient ways to catch those fish than sea rigging.
Yeah, De Palma in the Elite Series, didn't he make the top 10 sea rigging?
Yeah.
He committed to it. And it was kind of like you're saying, it's the road less traveled. You're dealing with a lot of hang-ups. There's a ton of current down there. I mean, keeping a sea rig out of snags, man, it can be a super rewarding way to throw it, because there's a lot of effort to rig it up. And if you get snagged, you're re-rigging, you're losing fishing time. But some of the tips that you talked about earlier was, having those leaders pre-tied, having a little section of that noodle, and you can get after it. But I think because it's not thrown a lot, it's a super effective way to catch fish.
Sure.
Yeah, I put a lot of fish in the boat over the years, but I've gotten away from it, to be honest.
I would throw a lizard probably for largemouth before I would, around grass, before I would do it. It's just my preference, I mean, listen.
We respect that, Travis.
A super fluke, man.
There you go.
That's the deal.
For a big bite.
Nah, for any bite. To catch
Yeah.
good smallmouth in scattered grass and rock, it's hard to beat.
Yeah, somebody said sea rig in Plattsburgh, body snagging. What? So what time of year, this is a great question. What time of year and what conditions do you throw sea rigs?
So, well, this video was pre-spawn. This was probably in May, early May for us anyways. I throw it year-round.
Okay. Here's another question, follow-up to that. Why do you throw a sea rig over a drop shot?
I wouldn't.
I think the sea rig covers more water.
Sure.
Would you agree? You're the drop shot king. So
if it's a drop shot scenario, I'm drop shotting.
right, if you're targeting fish on specific structure based on how you fish, or you're looking at them, you're dropping to them.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to locate pre-spawn fish along pre-spawn points, spots, breaks, on the Potomac where I fish, you've got very defined pre-spawn areas, and they could be anywhere along that. So I'm not going to be drop shotting trying to find those pre-spawn females. I'm going to be casting and dragging that bait along those pre-spawn little dips and drops and points.
Fair
where
enough.
fish set up for,
And
yeah.
I'll be up there drop shotting while you do that.
Oh, so why do we even do this show?
I don't know, man. Because
That's just unbelievable.
sometimes
I think what you just said was
you don't need this rod.
Hey, everybody, show is
thing.
canceled. Let's just go to drop shot. What?
I'm just being real, dude. We made the video because sometimes it's fun to set the hook sideways. That's it.
That's the only reason we did it, everybody, because sometimes it's fun to set the hook sideways.
That's
all right. I like your truthfulness. Surprise, everybody. Don't sea rig. Just throw a drop shot.
No, I'm kidding. There is certain situations where the scattered grass I like to throw a sea rig more. But when I'm out, in the open, like I said, especially the lakes I fish, I just prefer a drop shot. There's always a bunch of different tools for the job.
Fair enough.
A lot of times.
And I think that's the point. Sea rigging is a tool for a job, and I think that's what people are asking. Mm-hmm. What job? If you were confronted with working on that job site in a bass tournament, would you throw a sea rig over a drop shot, knowing that you love drop shotting and you're the drop shot king? I mean, I'm naming you that on Smallmouth Crush.
Certain lakes where you're fishing around structure and you have a lot of crayfish, bait fish on the bottom as opposed to, say, gobies or shad or perch. I can see that coming into play a little bit more than perhaps drop shotting on them.
Sure. I gotcha.
And I'm just thinking back to, there was tournaments where I could have easily drop shotted, but I had the sea rig rod ready to go, and I used that for most of the events on this specific body of water because it was around specific isolated rock piles, and I believe that they were feeding more on crayfish.
Yeah.
And I just seemed to I had more confidence on that particular body of water.
Right. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So for me, on my tidal rivers, pre-spawn conditions with a larger profile bait like a lizard versus a drop shot, I feel like I'm covering more water because they don't know where those fish are set up. So I don't have the advantage, like as Travis is mentioning, he knows where those fish are specific. So I'm covering water trying to get big pre-spawn females. And the Carolina rig, I got to tell you, because people don't throw it, they don't want to take the time to do the rigging, they don't want the hassle of the hang up and re-rigging. It truly is a forgotten technique that there's just not a lot of people doing. That's my view.
Sure.
Rigging.
Now, someone asked gear ratio. I think this is 8 to 5. I throw the highest gear ratio I can get away with on most of my reels. I just prefer to be able to pick up more line quicker than. And if I wanted to slow the presentation down, I do that with my retrieve over the reel.
Yeah.
That's just my theory. I like if I had a choice, if there was a 7 to 1 or an 8 to 5, I'm going to get the 8 to 5.
Sure. You got to pick up a lot of line for you're setting the hook on 3 foot of leader. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of line to pick up when you're out there. No doubt about it, man. Longer rods, faster reels.
Andrew wants us to break down the Bass Open results today. I can't do that.
No.
There's too many. I don't even know.
There's a lot of questions coming.
I'm interested to see how the pros did today, and how the never give up people that never bring in a limit did today. I mean, it's exciting though to look at it, to just see, and then you're like, they're still trying, or man, that guy should have jacked him, and he did, or that guy came from out of nowhere. I like it. It's fun. But I can't. Those are my own little thoughts in my own head. I like to look at those on my own.
Right on.
We'll see how some of the guys that are trying to qualify for the elites do. It's a lot of pressure on those guys, man.
No doubt about it, man. Yeah, there were a couple big names that were in the 9 to 10 pound range. I won't be the spoiler, but once you look, you'll be surprised. But there's some big names up top.
Sure.
Yeah,
that was a full field, man.
Yeah, two something, right?
Florida doesn't get me going sometimes. It can be hit or miss,
Yeah. Hey, what kind of boat are you getting for 2020?
Probably going to run my same boat.
Right on. How do you like that nitro?
It's awesome. Absolutely.
Excellent.
It's set up right anyways.
Yeah, you always have your boat set up right, man. You got stuff organized. No question about it. All right, should we answer some questions?
Yeah, let's see what we got here.
There's a lot of questions, man. Somebody asked how I clear coat my crankbaits. Sally Hansen, hard as nails. There you go, man, if you're still watching. Oh, and St. Crest wants to know Dinky Donker and Mutt 2 opinions. The Dinky Donker. Man, if it's a handmade bait, I'll throw it. I haven't spent a lot of time with the Dinky Donker because I got the zooms in play, the WEC cranks, and the Mutt 2. Not sure. Let's see. Sports Center style. Enough said. Hey, man, we should be breaking down bass tournaments, watching the live and providing commentary. That would be maybe like not popular with the people fishing.
Whew.
Oof. That could get you in some hot water. You'd be persona proud of, man. You're skating on thin ice anyway, taking on Boyd Duckett. But I'll just say it, man. Luke Duncan jumped out. It's just food for thought. Andrew Zeller. Yeah, I'd love it because I got nothing to lose. I'm not interested in fishing any pro circuit.
Listen, I got nothing to lose either. I thought about being really vocal and open about what's going on out there as far as pros. Yep. I've seen some posts on Instagram.
Oh, St. Crest, man. John Hott, you're right. He's a great bait maker, man. Mutt too. I'd throw it.
I'm not going to get into it. We'll stop right now.
No, I know you want to.
I want to.
Hey, everybody out there watching, man, you could definitely get Travis going. Just start asking him some questions. That's a whole nother segment. That's just, you got to think about that in 2020. What do you want this live show to be about? Look, we broke down a good technique tonight. That's enough.
It was great. Man, this was awesome.
There's a lot of ideas. A lot of people want to see a bunch of stuff, but we'll stick with the techniques for now.
There you go.
If you want to step out on that bigger stage, riskier stage, you could do it.
Well, listen,
You wouldn't be popular at the Bassmaster Classic in your Mercury booth.
So why did I get into the opens? I didn't think it was the right timing. Was just off this year. I wanted to focus a little bit more on guiding, growing the channel. Plus, it just came up way too quick.
Yeah.
By the time I found out that, they weren't going to let me fish an FLW championship, that was in November, and we're 2 months into it, and I was supposed to get ready. I had all intentions of continuing on with the FLW journey, if you will, until all it kind of blew up, and just came up a little too quick. Make sense, Eric?
I hope they come back to you and do something not only for you, but the guys that, were promised a championship and didn't get it. So we'll see. The year is young. They still have an opportunity to make amends. You said what you had to say.
There you go.
And let's see. Let's see.
We just had a question on I'm just looking at my baits up here.
Yeah.
If you ever use any Kitex on a sea rig.
What do you got?
Well, it's very, very similar to a brush hog, if you will.
Yep.
But has a little bit more action. The Crazy Flapper, I definitely have thrown that on the Carolina rig. You could certainly throw their 3.8s, 4 point, some swim baits as well.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about a tab tail swim bait. I mean, it might roll around a lot. I don't know. Line twist could be an issue, but you got the swivel on there. You'd have to rig it super straight, without a head to balance it. That Crazy Flapper is cool. That's a versatile bait. Get a jig trailer. You could put that on a scrounger head. I mean, not a scrounger head, a wobble head. Good bait for that.
Absolutely.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Absolutely. Well, listen, we're about an hour into it. I think we're going to wrap this video up, Eric. It was awesome. I appreciate everybody hanging in there with us. We had a heck of a lot of live viewers today.
Yeah, we did. We did. Somebody asked the question. David said something about silent killer cranks. Yeah, man, the Pete loses crank made by Bob. Yeah, I got some. But do you know the bait that it was based on? Travis, it's a quiz. It's quiz time. Who out there can name the bait that the silent killer that Pete Luzik brought to what was the bait that spawned that idea? It's made by Jerry Lohr, Lohr, Lohr's Lure, and it was the little speed. Yep, I'll show you. One crankbait, because I got to show a crankbait before the show's over.
Of course you do.
There it is in the pack. That's the little Speedy made by Jerry Lohr. This is a bad little mamma jamma, man. It's crazy. It's a worming crankbait. That's how Pete will teach you if you hire him to go throw that. Throw it in wood, pre-spawn, post-spawn. It's crazy, man. You can get that bait to do a 360. Cranking it on 10-pound test.
Ah.
Yep. It's legit if you can find it. All right. That's my crankbait session. That's it.
Hey, that was great, man. I mean,
yeah.
The Rapala Brat. I own a bunch. I haven't caught a fish on them yet.
Well, that's weird. So why would you throw a Brat over any other 1.5? Is there something unique about that bait? Because isn't it balsa and injected plastic? Isn't it a combo deal? Like balsa surrounded by this deal?
I think it would work. I think it would work if I threw it more.
Well, isn't that with the bait?
No, I think there's something sneaky about that. I need to give it a little bit this year.
Yep.
That might be my New Year's resolution, is to throw the Brat more.
Okay. All right. I'm curious. Let me know. I got a few. Let me see. Has anybody thrown the Brat? Love the Brat. The BX Brat. Now they've come out with a bigger size. See how they suck you in? You think you're going to just have to buy one. And then the next year they come out with the next round of it. So it's just like this rat hole. And trust me, everybody, I've been inside the rat hole for sure, man. With crankbaits, I've dove in hard. No doubt about it. It never ends.
Without a question.
Yeah. Yep. No question. Yeah. All right. Awesome.
What else we got here? We're supposed to wrap this up, but we just keep talking. I mean, we certainly could.
I know, man. Brad is good on the Potomac. Yep. OSP high pitcher spinner bait. I got a few. What's my favorite color? All the standard ones, man. Chartreuse, white and chartreuse. Anything shaddy. Thanks, Ed. Appreciate that, man. Look at that, man. He's from Great White, North Canada. Hey, where's everybody from tonight? That was kind of cool. We did that last session, right?
Yeah, we did.
Hey, sound off. We got somebody from the Great White North, Canada. Who else, man? Oh, somebody. St. Chris says, don't stop, man. Buka Bullshad. Dude, it could just be crazy. You could free roll till midnight. I mean, we're not doing it tonight because it's a work night for everybody, school night.
Well, what helps? Go ahead.
So how many? So
I gotta look
how
up these
many?
results.
How many more videos do you have that we shot that we're going to talk about? And then what? That's only will cover like 3 Wednesdays. And then what the heck is after that?
No,
what are we going to talk about?
Listen, we have the grub, we have the inline spinner, we have the hula
Yep.
grub.
Hula grub.
Then we have an area where we pounded on some big fish shallow. But we felt like there was some even bigger fish off of a deeper break. So we did a video called, it was more like how to expand on your fishing area. Expand on the area that you found. And so Eric and I explored with some different baits and put some more good fish in the boat. I think you got it going with a jerk bait.
I did.
And then we have the last video that we have ready to go is going to be, it's pretty epic because Epic Eric was with me.
Oh, that was awesome.
We attempted to catch 50 fish in 1 hour.
That was insane. I was nervous for that segment, dude. You know, we tried to do it on a jerkbait, and thank you everybody for replying where y'all are from. I'm not going to read them off.
I'm reading them all. That's awesome.
But that's so cool. But dude, I truly had butterflies in my stomach because I wanted to, I never had a chance to do something like that, and there were some giants. I think the day before we could have done it. I think we pounded so many fish in that same area to come back to. We kind of shot ourselves in the foot, but man, it was a great challenge, and we were doing it on jerkbaits, which was odd. I didn't have a jerkbait rod with me. I'm throwing it like on the absolute wrong rod, absolute wrong line setup, and it was still a pretty good effort overall. I mean, I threw mine on a spinning rod of all things. I mean, if you watch Randy Blaukut on YouTube, he's got a great video explaining why he likes a spinning rod for a jerkbait. I don't know. I mean, it's Randy Blaukut. I mean, he's still fishing. Hey, he fished in Florida today.
How'd he do?
I don't know. I didn't really focus on Randy Blaukut. I don't think he was throwing a spinning rod with a jerkbait down in Florida.
Oh, somebody's asking about the flap slap.
Yeah, GG Gill flap slap. I got some flap slaps for you. Oh, man, this is the color I wanted to bring up that day, and I didn't have it with me, man. So this is like one of the most epic smallmouth colors, I think. This is YMC. It's got this crazy like chartreuse bar on it. Can you see that? But this flap slap.
Let me see where you tie your line tie. So did that come without an O-ring?
Yeah, this one did because I bought it used from Japan. It's a hard color to find, and they now have a new version of the flat slap. They've changed the weighting, but this is unique. I mean, look at the shape of the bait first of all. Okay, so that's the flap slap. I mean, that is a true minnow-sized bait, versus your, a rogue, right? I mean, very different profile. This bait suspends if it's weighted properly. This bait has a slight rise. So this bait has what's called a secondary action. So, you're jerking along and it's popping, and then instead of staying still and suspending in that fish's face, it's doing this. So is that what triggers the bite? Is that what makes this bait unique? You know me, I'm a freak. I like to talk about all the things that I think are unique about baits. And this bait is special, by the way. Not a lot of people throw it, but it's a sleeper bait in my opinion. Megabass flap slap. You can get them cheap on eBay, by the way. And there's a website in Japan called Ichiban Tackle. And they'll have used versions of this, and sometimes they list on eBay. But you don't have to spend $20. You can get some beat up models that are still very, very good. I think they get better when the paint starts to get chewed off. But there you go, man. Flap slap.
Love it.
Yeah, man.
I'm at 144th, working my way up.
What do you mean?
Looking at the results.
Yeah, I haven't. So somebody asked about the flap slap LBO. I have not tried it, St. Cress. Talk to me, man. If you could shoot something on the chat that talks about the LBO action versus the old flap slap. I mean, did they weight it different so it casts better? I'm just not sure. I mean, I read about it, but what's your on the water experience? I haven't done it. And yes, by the way, Mark F, I do change out my hooks on the flap slap. and mega bass. I use a number 5 Gamakatsu. It's hard to find. If you can get the number 5, I think it's a perfect size for it. Some guys will go up in size to make the bait do different things in different water temps, but number 5 seems to work really good. In the episode Travis is talking about, I put a red Gamakatsu number 5 on that flap slap, and as the bass chewed the bait, because we caught a ton of them, that red hook has gold underneath, and I like that gold hook. It has a little red as it gets chewed up, and it's flashing gold, so it's just another little secondary cue for them to hone in on when they bite it.
Wow.
Suspend strips on flap slap. Yeah,
All
there
right.
you go.
I'm back. I just had to look at the results. We're good.
Talk to me, man.
Yeah, it is what it is.
How's that flap slap work on Lake St. Clair? Mitten outdoors, all I can tell you, if it works as good on the St. Lawrence, if the St. Lawrence Smallies ate it, Travis, you can attest to it. That bait was just stupid.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it outfished the regular.
I caught a few fish. Well, that was.
But I'm just saying, it was just ridiculous, right?
It was.
The ratio of catches, it was dumb. It wasn't nothing I was doing. I don't think I had any special retrieve. I mean, I think if you fish jerkbait, you're jerking on slack line, you're throwing the rod back towards it. But it was a profile and the secondary action that had those smallmouth. That was it.
Absolutely,
yeah, man. Yep. So St. Chris says on the LBO, the body's a little taller in the front. Haven't got them out. Yeah, St. Chris, get back to us, man. DM me and let me know if you get them out there. What you think? The MC bladed treble. I got some bladed trebles. I've thrown them on a couple baits, but I'm a big bladed crankbait fan. And if you've watched, Travis, I don't want to get into a whole crankbait episode, but I could show him a bladed crank. I mean, if you wanted me to.
I think what we're gonna do.
This is when the host gets control of the show again.
No.
And I'm fine.
I just had a brilliant idea.
All right, tell me, and I'll look for a machine while you talk about that.
I think one day we're gonna do a 12-hour live.
That would be awesome.
Okay. Just random topics.
Yep. But for all you smallmouth freaks out there, so this is an original Nishine bladed crank. He's making a crank now called the Chippewa. And Travis, you threw that up there at our New York show.
I did.
But before he came out with the Nishine plastic Chippewa, he made a foam bait. And this is a foam bait. So what's really cool about foam baits is they behave like balsa. And right there is the blade. You can see that. That blade, on some of the bladed cranks that I throw, imparts a hunting action and, of course, flash and extra vibration. And all I can tell you is bladed cranks are special. If you don't have one, you don't need 20. Buy one, commit to it. Don't throw it as much as Travis throws the brat, but throw it, and you'll be rewarded. It's a dynamite bait. That's a special box right there. Nishine, voice of the water. He's a great bait designer, man. He is, dude.
I'm not arguing.
No, he's freaking tastic. Eric will feed the cat. That's right, Jason. I got to feed my cat if we're doing a 12-hour show. Yeah, that's an inside joke for everybody that wasn't on Saturday's live test session. I had to feed my cat. Yeah, and I'm a cat man, so proud and loud, bro. If you want to revoke my man card, go ahead. I don't care.
What's our personal best on the Upper Bay? I'm right around the 7-pound mark. That's it.
Yep. So personal best hooked up or personal best landed?
Was that the pole dancer?
The pole dancer, what would you estimate that fish to be? So Travis and I filmed an epic crankbait episode, which was stupid. How big do you think that fish was?
Large and in charge.
Yeah, man. It was over 7. I don't even know. Because we caught some 6s that day, and it made it look pretty small. Yeah, so I got a 6'8" in the tournament. Yep. Got the plaque on the wall here for that one. That's pretty cool. On a spinning rod with 8-pound test on a flat side, throat weighted for suspension. Could be a whole nother episode on that. I don't know. There's so many ideas going on in my head right now. I can't take it.
Oh, goodness.
I know. What do we do?
Guess where I have to go tomorrow?
Where you going?
Buffalo, New York.
Oh, for the show, dude.
I got a long drive. You're keeping me up.
Oh, that's why you want to wrap the show up.
No, I'm fine.
Hey, everybody out there, man, we really appreciate you coming, but Travis has got to go. He needs a good night's sleep. It's been awesome. I'm completely satisfied. I mean, part of me wants to stay on and just keep rapping about cranks and other baits, but I know you got to get some sleep, so totally respect that, Travis. It's been fun,
unless the comments and questions keep coming in. You know.
Any luck on Whopper Plopper? Steve C. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
That bait gets bit.
So I'll take this next one. 12-pound test good for crankbait fishing. That's probably about perfect. 10 to 12.
Yeah, for most purposes. But if you're like cover cranking, like hardcore cover cranking, square billing and crashing, man, you can go up to 20 on a crankbait. I mean, if you're coming through heavy cover, make it a battle, man. Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Walleye hanger. He says I could stay and you could go to bed. Is the Gajo bait's going to be at Messina?
Yes. I mean, it better be.
Oh, Travis.
It's his backyard.
This is a great question for you because you did so good up at Cumberland. Wigglewort OG or Rock Crawler?
Rock Crawler.
Oh, well, you're starting to fight right now, dude. All right, so I got a question for you. Does the Rock Crawler hunt or does it track straight? That's an easy question.
Straight.
You threw the bait.
Straight. But I just want to answer. Somebody asked how these Shimanos are holding up after a year. And I want to be...
I think you're dodging the question, but go ahead. We'll get back to it. Hold that thought. I'm going to go get an OG Wigglewort.
I like it. I do. I haven't had too many major issues. But
the Shimano?
Yes, but these little end caps fall out. Doesn't affect the performance, but they certainly come out of the handles.
That's not good.
At times, when I take these, when I get to the brake system, the internals here, I sometimes have a very hard time closing. I am right now. I'm having a hard time closing this and locking it back in place. Sometimes it's kept me from fishing for 10 to 15 minutes trying to get, and now it's actually not going to go back in. So yeah, that's been an issue.
So Travis, I mean, you know, Shimano is known for its legendary customer service.
I shipped 2 of these back, and I did get them back, but I had to pay for shipping, and
yeah,
you know, that ain't how it's supposed to be.
No, man. I mean, that's a manufacturer's defects right out of the box, and that's disappointing.
I'm not saying they all do it, but enough that I'm aware of it. It irritates me.
It would irritate the shit out of me, man.
Yeah. I'm like if I was on the water right now adjusting, I've had it where now I'm sitting here on my knees getting a screwdriver or doing something because I'm really getting pissed. You know what I mean?
Man, that's no good, dude.
Yeah.
No good at all.
Now it worked, but we got her.
Okay.
Well, other than that, it's been a great reel.
Yeah. Yep. Shimano Loomis customer service. It is really good, man. He says, trick for the side plate is a spool tension knob. You almost have to loosen them fully to get the plate back on. There's a tip for you, Travis.
All right, that's fair enough.
All right.
Maybe I've been doing it wrong.
Yeah. What's the best time to go to the Thousand Islands?
Whenever you want.
You mean with you or just to go fishing?
Just to go. There's no bad time. Honestly,
yeah,
there's no bad
it's
time.
Always good. Yeah, I got you, man. Okay.
So brand of line, I use a lot of different lands. I like the Bass Pro Shop 100% fluorocarbon I like Yozuri. I like Gamma. I like anything.
What do you think of the Tatsu? Only for leader material. I'm impressed.
That's too
overpriced.
Too high end for me.
Yeah, but only for tournaments, not for practice.
Yeah. So a lot of guys are talking about lures. I use lures for quite a while. What I don't like about lures is the resale value.
Oh, because you use your gear and then you sell it, right? You upgrade.
Yeah, I'll use my reels for 2-3 years, and then I'll
Yep.
sell them all at once. And I took a little bit, at least those Corrados, they're going to hold their value a little bit more. The lures the market just flooded with them. So when I got 25 reels to sell in 2 years from now, I just felt like I took a pretty big beating on that with the lures.
Yeah, that's no good, man.
But they're a great reel. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, I'm a Shimano fan. Starting from the old days, the green tank Shimano, the OG Curado, those things were built like just. They still sell on eBay for like $80-90. Isn't that crazy?
Right,
Yep.
right.
Yeah, man. Somebody wanted to see an OG Wigglewar, man. So, there you go. So that little baby hunts. I mean, it does not track straight. It does this and it comes back to center. And that's the magic of the bait. I mean, hunting in a crankbait is like, bait makers try to build in the action to make it do that. So that's why I asked you the question. You threw, I knew you threw DT14 up there, I think. You threw the rock crawler. It's hard to get your hands on OG Wigglewarts. They're expensive.
I have a bunch of them, Brohim.
Do you throw them?
I don't want to lose them.
So they're wall hangers right now,
No,
right?
I have a few. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway. And in the right color, they go for big bucks, like the Phantom. But some people say that, the new ones, I know they catch them too, right? There was a time where...
I cashed a good check down on Table Rock.
Yeah.
Or Bull Shoals, I'm sorry. Bull Shoals on the OG Wigglewart.
There you go. Nice. How'd that fish, Bull Shoals? Was it good?
Yeah, fished...
That thing is a monster.
It's my style. Like, if you were to take me away from the Great Lakes, clear bodies of water, the northern fisheries, my second favorite fishery would probably be a reservoir like that, Highland Reservoir.
Yeah, man. Yep. Spro makes the rock crawlers. Thanks, Bill. You got it.
I'm pinning some of the funny comments every once in a while.
Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah, Sean Z. I like the Curado E7s too, man. They're awesome. Awesome. Yep.
Are you able to see that on the screen when I do that?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Pin something.
I just did.
Just for fun. Which one?
Maybe we have maybe we're behind here.
We could be. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know what you pinned. The most recent comment that I'm seeing is from Mark F. NP. No problem.
I got you. We're good. It would be on the actual YouTube live.
Oh.
Let me see if I'm just gonna grab the next.
That's pretty cool.
Do you see it or not?
Hold on. Yeah, I see it now. I see. Yeah, most of his DT. Yeah, I see that fishing was up on the bank, not in the water. Jason Mostow. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, I got it. That's awesome. 6 Sense Lures. You pin that one. More like an epic earache. Hey, thanks, David.
Now I can't pin anything. Oh, here we go. I got you.
I don't have any Steez reels. No, I have not. Drop shot competition. Travis versus Martins. Smallmouth crush wins. Yeah.
Oh man. Well, we're an hour and a half in.
Yeah.
Who's been with us from the start?
Sound off.
Best
We're
price
not
point
sure.
rod for the Dragon baits. So when you're fishing a rod, or when you want to buy a rod, where sensitivity comes into play and feeling the bottom and detecting strikes, I think you got to try to get the highest quality rod you can, which doesn't necessarily always mean the most money, but something that feels good in your hand. That's I don't know, $100 rod could probably be the ticket. I'm sure there's $80 rods that would work just fine. Where you can get away with a little less expensive rod would be more reaction type baits, crankbaits, spinner baits, things like that, where you don't need that much sensitivity. Whoa, the comments are coming in.
Yeah, man.
What's going on here, dude?
Somebody said he's been here since Saturday. Yeah, St. Chris, I like that Metanium, man. It's nice. I really, in the beginning, loved the cores, the Shimano core reels, man. They were just super smooth and amazing. I only got a few left. Guggen baits. Guggen. Travis wants to start a war with the Guggins.
I never brought them up, dude. Don't start. There's other people I want to start wars with, not the Guggins.
Yeah. Frank, yeah, Convergence, man. Shimano Convergence is a great rod. That's a good, solid rod for the money. I like all Shimano products, honestly. Their customer service is dynamite. In the past, if I broke a Shimano rod, I'd send a note to customer service. They'd ask me the rod back. I'd send it back, and they'd send me a new rod. So, and if they stopped making that model, they'd send me a comparable model. So, I'm a big Shimano fan. I think they make good gear. NRX. I'm an NRX fan. It's crazy money. One of the lightest, most balanced rods. I will say this. A lot of rods, I don't know if everybody knows or not, but when you get a mass-produced rod, sometimes they're not splined right. Travis, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes. I had a rod that somebody sent me, Piss Fun.
Yeah.
And it definitely wasn't splined correctly at all.
Yeah.
So I couldn't do it. I did a review on a reel I got from another one of them companies, and it was terrible. And they wanted to do a review on this rod, and as soon as they mailed it to me, I did the test, and it definitely wasn't built correctly. So I wasn't gonna take the time to do it. But yeah.
Yeah. So every rod has a center, right, where it's going to be balanced. When you set the hook, the rod doesn't wrench to the left or the right. And that's the problem with mass-produced rods. They don't take the time to spline it. So you kind of got to do a check in store. But to do a check, you kind of got to hold it by the tip. And holding the rod by the tip is not necessarily always advisable. But you should do a quick video on that. But anyway, the higher-end rods seem to be splined right. So when you set the hook, that rod stays straight and all the power is put into the hook set. A rod that's not splined right, and I've had it before happen to me, where I've had, lower-end rods. I'll set the hook and that thing like is wrenching off to the left, and I'm like, what the? It just feels funky when you're setting the hook. It's not right. You lose a lot of power. Anyway, there you go. Oh, yeah, Walleye Hogger, man. X-Pride is a great rod for the money. Agreed. Uh-oh, Mark F says I'm frozen again. Travis, am I frozen?
You were for a little bit. You're fine.
Okay, cool, man.
You're back.
Yeah. Oh, excellent.
Wish I had some wine right now.
I think you should get a glass of wine.
I don't have any.
You don't have any more wine left? You drank it all?
That was 4 days ago.
It didn't last long. Yeah, maybe next session you break out the wine if we go over an hour.
There you go.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, you're the host. What do you want to do?
We'll just keep
your show,
rolling.
your call. Your show, your call, man.
I don't care, dude. I mean, people are still here.
True, but we got to kind of talk about something.
Man.
I know. All right, let's go. What's going to be tied on your bait? Your what baits will you have tied on the first time you go out on the Chesapeake this spring? You got nothing? Early spring, man.
So much.
Are
so much
When's your first?
competition out there, man. I gotta keep things a
Well,
secret.
When's your first guide trip, man?
No, listen, we're gonna be throwing a football jig, a finesse worm, and some crankbaits.
Yep. Okay, what crankbaits you? Where are you going to look for those fish?
Oh man, about 8 little secret spots.
What's the depth range, bro? 8
Two-
to 10?
2 to 10.
2 to 10. Shallow to deep.
Shallow to
When's
deep.
When's your Yeah, James Heiser. I might have some left-handed Shimano's that I'm looking to sell or get rid of. I got a bunch of the old Curados. Anyway, so you gonna have a blade bait tied on, or is that bite gonna be over?
No,
during your first trip.
Listen, I'm not. You know, I should probably have one tied on, but I'm not gonna get out there for a while. I got a lot going on here until mid-March. I probably, unless we sneak away here and there, I don't think I'm going to get out there until after the Classic, you know.
You mean me and you sneak away and go fishing?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. We'll try.
We can.
Yeah. Ray Stickle, Red Cranks, for sure. No doubt, man. Somebody wants a spy bait show. Oh, yeah, there you go. All right. I got a thing. So,
What you got?
What types of shows would people like to see after Travis runs out of footage?
What's the what?
When you run out of footage, right?
Yep.
I mean, are there just any free-form shows that people want to see?
Oh, yeah, spy baits.
Yeah, man. Yeah, spy bait. Somebody said spy baits. Do you throw spy baits much?
I do. On the St. Lawrence and Clear Bodies water. Yeah. Not. Yeah. I probably should throw it more.
Yeah.
I drop shot 80% of the time.
So that doesn't make for a very interesting show season for
No, it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough.
I guess you'll be relying on me because I throw a bunch of junk.
No, I'm kidding, man. I'm going to get more versatile.
No, I don't think he's kidding everybody. He tells it like it is. So
I'm going to make videos about throwing other stupid baits when you're up there, but I mean, okay, listen, you know, you could crush them on a whopper plopper up there. You can.
Right. You throw a Sammy.
I do. I throw it all, but there's something about drop shot, dude.
Man, you and Jimmy's channel would be very narrow, man. That's making me grab my head, dude. It's hurting my head, man. This is all about variety pack stuff, man. We got to show people, turn them on to new techniques. It should be a journey for you. Now that there's no money on the line for you this season, right?
Right.
I mean, me and you fishing some team tournaments, but you're not doing any BFLs, you're not doing any Costas. So why not use this year to expand your brain, your bass brain? Expand the horizons, man. Dig into some new techniques, and do it not while you're guiding, because I know you got to put people on the fish and produce. But just some free-form days where it's just like we force not just you but me.
I do have some epic plans for this.
Wait a minute, I got one.
Okay,
give me first. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back too.
I gotta feed the cat.
I got the best one here. I'm gonna show you what we're doing. Let's see if we grab the same baits.
I think we did.
He probably went way back in the room.
No, man.
All right, you ready? We're going to hold it up at the same time.
Okay.
I'm going to show you a bait I really want to try to get going this year.
Okay.
Are you ready?
All
You got yours in your hand?
Countdown. Yeah, do the countdown.
3, 2, 1. Oh, yeah! Are you kidding, dude?
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
It's not a bull shad. I do have a bull shad up there because you know I throw it, and you knew I threw it with you in that Chesapeake Bay episode.
This was not planned. This was not planned.
This was not rehearsed. So,
wow.
So I mean, that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool that we both want to get into it. Look, man, smallmouth eat big swim baits. There's no doubt about it. But big largemouth eat big swim baits. Yeah. I mean, like if you really want to go big and get scared, the bull shad. I mean, the triple trout. I mean, holy shit, man! And that's only like a 10-incher. And then if you really want to get sick, if you were with us Saturday, you saw me hold this up, man. The Ballum. So just for reference, there's like, a bull shad size bait versus this thing. This will get the biggest fish in the lake to look at your shit. I don't know if we'll bite it, but I've had some experience throwing big baits. I've caught some big fish on big baits. I've had a ton of fish follow big baits. It can be a maddening experience, but it will freak you out what comes out to look at it.
Right.
Now,
right.
we fish in dirtier waters, so we're not fishing in clean water. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be wild. Can we catch them in our local waters on big baits? Right. That's one thing I'm curious about, and we got to commit to it. And then on your smallmouth waters that these trips we're gonna take, I know they'll bite the big baits.
Yes.
So,
yes. So
a couple things going.
So I had a couple questions came in. Some guy wanted to know if I wanted to hire me as a guide and fish a tournament. Whew. You would not want to fish a tournament with me.
Yeah,
a stranger would not want to. Listen, when we're guiding, I'm all about getting you ready, getting you properly set up, helping you as much as I can, and I promise you. But when it comes down to it, and I'm up there with control of the boat, brutal. Yeah,
he's all about. It's all about the W. He's very intense. If you happen to lose a fish, he won't be happy with you. You might get your feelings hurt. He's gonna yell and stomp. I mean, can you cue that video up where I caught that 633? And we had 4 fish in the boat, and then I put another giant in the boat, and then I broke that one off.
You know what?
You had that meltdown moment. So
listen, we have a lot of videos up on the channel now. I've been doing this almost 3 years.
True.
And we have a lot of videos of us fishing together. And there is some crazy stuff that went on. Like some days when I'm like really like, I'll go back to my channel, go back 2 years and pick a video and just be like, I don't really remember this one. And all of a sudden there it is. I know which one you're talking about, where you lost that one fish in the marina.
Yeah,
I won't be able to pull it up right now, but I was just thinking we should maybe once this 5 video live weeks are done, let's pick one video that is like the most memorial, like that we think of the most, or of when we've been fishing, and I'll pick one and you pick one, and we'll air that one again.
That sounds cool. Mark F. Travis has demonstrated some occasional anger management issues on his videos. Well, yes, Mark. Yes, he has. I've been present for those, no doubt. When he bit the head off that live shad, that was crazy. I didn't expect that. The angry elf came out. Nope.
Here, I like this one. This still hurts here.
French kissing a carp. Dirty Steve, or your dad on the live video. There you go, man. You got this shit rich and frosty, dude. Good ideas coming in. You'll have to read through this, man. Rich wants to know, you going to bite a head off another fish this year?
No.
That was just a moment of insanity.
It was.
Ray Stickle, he wants a show about tidal fishing, Upper Bay, Potomac, James. That's what I'm talking about.
Mario, I don't know if I would have won the Erie event, but I would have liked to have a full 3-day event, not just 1 day.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, my favorite all-around round bait for this time of year, we're talking crankbait. Man, it's hard to beat the DT series. Man, it's balsa. It's affordable. It's got that clacker. It's got the right action. That DT4, DT6, DT10, they get eaten, right? They got the right colors. Forget about it, man. DT. Would you say DT? I'd say DT. For affordability, I mean, if you go to a custom crank, you're spending $15. You can get DTs $7.99 retail on sale all day long. Better than that.
Used to be able to buy them. I remember when they were $4.90, $4.75, and we thought they were a lot.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this. I mean, I don't know how many Bass U TV subscribers there are out there, but you can get discounts on all Rapala brands, like what they've got, VMC. You can get Tungsten. They give you like a 20% discount if you're a Bass UTV member. So I don't know. I'm plugging Bass UTV, but I'm a Bass UTV guy. I subscribe, I watch, and I get a lot of tips from there that I use while I'm fishing. But I really like the discount. You don't have to wait for a sale. So anyway, DT, man, all around favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, St. Chris, what is your favorite Texas rig setup? You know what, man? It's the Centipede, Zoom Centipede. Travis, I mean, you got to testify, right? There's a few other baits in there, but
sure.
If you want to get bit and you're in the back of a boat or you're in the front of the boat and you need 5, I don't care if you're throwing on rock, grass, wood, whatever. It's an 1/8 ounce, 1/16 ounce, or 3/16 ounce bullet sinker, green pumpkin, Zoom Centipede, 2 to 3 out hook with 10-pound copolymer Yuzuri. Boom. Enough said, and Travis will be drop shotting right behind you or in front of you. Yeah, exactly.
In front of you.
But he asked Texas rig. He didn't say drop shot.
Oh.
But you can drop shot that Centipede.
We've done it plenty of times.
And then you can power shot. We did an episode on power shotting. Not really a full one. I broke it out.
Practice.
Pretty good. It worked. Yeah, you were throwing the. I gave you the baby destroyer that day. Yeah, you did good on that.
I tell you what, missile baits, they don't mess around.
Nah, man, Missile Baits has got some great design. Cruz has put his time in on the water, and all their baits catch fish, man. Baby D-Bomb, the regular D-Bomb, the frickin' destroyer, baby, the 48, right?
Yeah.
I mean, shoot. Hell yeah. Pegged. Jesse. You know what? Man, I peg it, but a lot of people don't peg it because it's got some things happening with the bait when you don't peg. The free rig. If you want to learn about what a bait does when you don't have the weight pegged, Google the term free rig, bass fishing free rig. Watch the video.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Shin Fukai, if you can follow him, he does a good video on it. It's hard to understand him, but you got it. Tackle HD. Travis, what do you think, man?
We did a couple of videos. We did one on their Centipede and one with their crawfish imitator, except the crawfish imitator one did not turn out that well.
Yeah.
So I don't think we uploaded that video yet.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, man. I
We
forgot
did
about
catch
the
'em.
Crawfather. Yeah, we did.
Mm-hmm.
Crawfather. Have you drop shotted the bomb shot yet? I mean, I know you got Gajo is
Sure.
like Travis's favorite drop shot. I mean, right? And Roboworm, but have you drop shotted the bomb shot?
Yeah, we did a whole video. Joe Raymond and I did a video on that.
Did you like it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Caught him.
Pinkalicious and straight black.
Boom. There you go, man. Yeah, the colors, Missile Baits colors are dynamite, man. No doubt about it. Yeah, man. Yep.
You're loving it.
Electronics, free rig. Bill Gibson loves it, man. We're losing some people.
Electronics.
The whole show.
That's a whole nother show.
Yeah, you'll have, I don't know how much hand I can give you there, Travis, but I'm happy to join.
Well, listen, I wanted to.
What, man? What's on your mind?
Okay.
It seems like you got something you want to say.
So for future reference,
Yeah.
I'm going to keep this video regardless, but it does help if we keep it a little shorter. 'Cause people's attention spans. No, for when I go to save it.
Oh.
Because if people just watch 15, 20 minutes, sometimes the algorithms on YouTube will just kick this video out of the system. And it won't be
wow.
it won't show up. Yes. It's the whole YouTube thing's so crazy interesting how everything works. Something that's funny, like if you guys like and share this video, it definitely helps. If you comment, it helps the algorithm. If you dislike this video, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah,
Oh.
the auger. All you're doing is support me. So if you hate me, I got 2 haters out there at least, because I know they always hit the thumbs down like the first 10 seconds I upload a video.
Yeah,
I
had
just-
141 right when this video started, haters. So
I just
what can
laugh.
say?
I
You're way
just
ahead.
I just laugh at that. I think it's I enjoy it. I think it's funny, and then I'm like, little do they know that by even lurking around my page, they're helping out the crush.
Yeah. Yeah. How about the crush? Like this video or dislike it, whatever you're feeling.
But please like it more, because it
And
just
since
looks
I
better.
don't, I'll like it. I won't thumb it down.
Thanks, Lance. What else we got? Everybody's kind of bailing out. What state do you live in, Eric?
St. Crez answered the question. Maryland.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Thanks, St. Crez. I appreciate it, bro.
First term of the year is...
Chester County.
I might jump into an ABA on the Potomac in March.
Whoa.
Ouch.
Whoa.
It's not a big deal.
Oh, I thought it was a total boycott of the tournament system.
No,
I like the A.
of FLW.
Oh, sorry. My fault.
Mm-hmm.
Good. I'm just glad you're not turning your back on the whole tournament community.
No.
Good. Good, Travis. Tournament community needs you, man. They want you to produce. You need that big W.
Yes,
Right?
Champion Extreme or X Pride. I don't know. I've never used an X Pride.
I'm a Shimano guy, X Pride, all day long. Not a fan of Champion.
Top 5 sticks on the Upper Bay. Go.
Whoa, man.
Oh.
Wow. Well, you got Mike Centaur.
Centaur.
He's in the mix. Travis is in the mix. I'm just saying. Wilder can be in the mix.
Okay. Wilder on a good year.
Fair enough. I'm just talking about long term, dude.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. Rinkers.
John Venor.
Johnny V. How could I forget Johnny V? Rinkers.
Do we dare? I mean, we have to say Joe Hunt just to make him feel good.
Oh, Joe Hunt for sure, man. The Hunt brothers. He cornered the silver market back in the day.
Who's the other sneaky guy?
Come
on.
All right, let's name the best co-angler.
The silver buddy guy.
Best co-angler on
his
the
name?
Upper Bay. Best co-angler on the Upper Bay. This is a leading question.
Oh, the brothers.
Oh, the Cowans. The Cowans.
No.
Cowan? Yeah, the Cowans.
The heck's his name? Why can't I think of it?
The Cowans.
No, I think it's Tom Nee, maybe.
Oh yeah, it might be.
No,
Might
I'm
be.
joking. This is gonna bother me now.
All right, while you're thinking about that, you gotta tell me best co-angler on the Upper Bay.
That's what I'm looking at right now.
Co-angler?
I can't think of his name.
Can't think of his name.
They're the brothers. Johnny V fishes with them.
I know who you're talking about.
Duarte.
I think they're Cowan. They're Cowan.
Duarte.
D-O-W-A.
Duarte's.
Oh, the Duarte boys. Yeah,
Yes.
Duarte's. Yeah, you gotta give them that time on the water, man.
Well, dude, they're the best. I don't know, man. They're one of the top. They don't even know it. They know it, but they don't. You know what I mean?
St. Crest, man. St. Crest gave me a vote for top co, man. Thanks, St. Crest. I appreciate it. And yeah, I was trying to lead Travis to that conclusion. Sean's
legit too.
Sean, very much so.
I think. I can't. I don't know. I'm just reading the comments here as we're talking.
Thanks, Mark.
These comments are funny.
Hey, there's my hater, David Goddard.
What happened?
Thanks, Dave. Oh yeah, man. Definitely give me a rum and coke, Bill Gibson. It would be on. Ricky
Yeah,
D. I don't know
Michael
who
and
that is.
John. Yep. Ray, I thought you were leaving. What are you looking at over there?
Oh, my wife just stuck down. She's watching live, and she was just cracking up.
Yes, Sean
Pretty
McKee.
fun. Yeah, Sean McKee. That's the dude, man. Definitely. Waves, currents, and ice. Thank you, man. We didn't know. David got it. Yo, Eric, LOL. All right, 10-4. I got you,
Michael
man.
and John, man, they scare me.
Do they scare you?
Dude, if they started fishing as, I think one of them was what did it, but I mean, if they started fishing as boaters, lights out,
Yeah, right.
all up and down the coast, dude.
Man, they spend
Unreal.
a lot of time. They spend a lot of time on the water, dude. Time on the water, bro.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
And they had some guys that took them under their wing, that showed them the way, which is super helpful. But they're sticks, bro. They're sticks, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know who else? Joe,
Who?
Phoenix Joe.
Phoenix Joe.
He won the regional.
Oh yeah, man, Joe. Joe.
Yep.
Yeah, he did pretty good on the Potomac too. He's a stick. We're way over top 5, so
Okay.
we probably named 10 people at this point.
And we'd have
So
to
I
try
think
to.
done. We're done with that.
Rodriguez.
Oh yeah,
There's a lot.
been
dude.
around. Wow, Danny. You talking about Danny?
Yep.
Panoptics are 360, Travis, and don't lie.
There's not too
I'll
many
be
people
I'll
watching
be the
right
judge
now.
of that answer. What's that? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Can you speak a little louder?
I mean, man, that 360, if you want to look at rocks all day, but if you want to see the fish, do the math.
There it is. David Goddard, he's in the college series this season. Tips, Travis. That's pretty cool.
Ah, man.
I mean, what kind of tips you looking for, David?
Yeah.
Top five, like gear, like what to throw. Shaky head. Better have a shaky head on. What else?
That's right. I'm done talking about electronics, bro.
Drop shot.
I don't need that secret out.
I mean, just drop shot, right?
Hair jig, what's your opinion? I love them.
Yep. Are we talking hair jig for smallies? Or
Yeah,
hair
16,
jig
3/32, 1/8. I'm just assuming smallmouth, but
Yeah.
black marabou.
Fighter fly, or do you throw another one?
I like the fighter fly. There's a lot of good ones, but why not?
Hollywood hair jigs. I mean, that's another brand you like, right? Hollywood hair jigs.
I've used those. I've used some of my buddies tie them as well. So
Yeah.
all kinds.
Yep. Mark F. Best steak tips in Clayton, New York.
I like the hotel the Clayton Hotel that newer one. They got a good restaurant in there.
I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee, or is it wine?
William Klutz chiming in.
Whoa! What?
Yeah.
God, Joe Bates. Where's he at? I didn't see him.
Mohawk Trail 72.
Oh man, that's what I'm talking about. What's up, man? I love his baits. I mean, are you kidding me? You got the Gajo stick. Did everybody see my video on my Instagram about the Gajo stick? I wrecked him on the Potomac on that thing, man. A spirit shad, forget it. You're having your custom color come out soon, right?
Right.
Smallmouth crush approved.
Well, we don't know. I don't think he knows that yet.
Oh, well, Will, chime in. Travis is going to be making a custom spirit shad color for you to bake up there. So just FYI, man, we're excited. It is whiskey, Bill.
Hey, Tony. We're just saying hi to everybody.
Gajo in the house.
Well, listen, we we gotta go to bed, bro.
Yeah, Travis is tired, everybody. It's been a great show. Thanks for coming. He doesn't want to leave. That's the thing.
I know. I can
And
hang out here.
a little bit, but hang out a little bit, man.
Gaja does have a Ned. You can use their stick bait and trim it down, but I think they're coming out with one too. So
Yeah, I mean half of their Gaja stick. Funny story for you, Jimmy Big Time, Epic Eric, Upper Bay. Jimmy's never thrown a Ned rig. I go, here's a Gajo stick. We're gonna cut it in half. Green pumpkin, finesse shroom. He chucks it out. First cast, he catches a bass on the Ned. True story. Wasn't huge, but it was a bass. And then I think got a couple more, like in the next 10 minutes. He's like, this is ridiculous. And I go, there you go.
mm-hmm.
Dudley says the Ned kills all the fish. You know what kills all the fish, Jason? MLF. They're catching 5,000 bass on every fishery. Do you see it? I mean, honestly, right? You talk about destruction. Put 100 of the best frickin' bass fishermen on a Great Lake and tell them to catch every single fish that they can as fast as they can.
He's just trying to get views, and that was a good way. We're all talking about it.
Well, I mean, a Senko probably kills more fish than a Ned rig. How many times has somebody had a Senko suck down a fish's throat so deep you had to actually cut the line and let him go bleeding? Raise your hand, everybody. I see you out there. Don't lie. Travis, you're totally lying right now.
Yeah.
You're telling me you were slow on a hook set with a Senko and the fish didn't swallow it? Did you raise your hand?
Absolutely.
Remember, people can see you. Raise your hand. I said raise your hand.
Oh, sorry.
He won't raise his hand, everybody. There you go. Thank you. Thank you.
What can guys expect on a guide trip with me? Well, I customize the trip based off of what your expectations are. So if you tell me, hey, I want to go catch a bunch of fish, I want to learn a new technique, I want to do this, I want to do that, that's what we do. You just want to go
new technique
and fun fish.
Like what new technique would you teach me if I booked you?
Well, whatever you want. Some people want to learn how to drop shot better. Some people want to learn how to
That's interesting.
throw a crankbait.
Travis, would you teach me how to throw a swim bait?
Wow, come on now. I have some learning to do on that one, I'll admit. That's my weakness. Hard-bodied swim baits would be a weakness of mine.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a tournament thing, so right?
Right.
But it can be used as a tool to find big fish, employed by a lot of pros.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Tony, headed to Lake Erie in the summer. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I mean, any Great Lakes in July, August, September, October, November, game on.
Yeah, Wild Bill, wacky style for sure, man. Hugging and spooning on your guide trips. Don't lie. That was from Mo. That was from
Will.
That was from Will. Gotcha. Hugging and spooning?
I don't know where he gets that.
I mean, you did chest thump me when I caught that big one on the Upper Bay right before I lost the one and you wanted to punch me.
Did I?
You know, you grabbed me hard, like shaking me. You
I
were so
I have grabbed. When I catch a good fish, co-angler nets it and it's in the boat, I'll sometimes touch him a little bit.
You're touchy. Yeah, I caught that fish and you grabbed me and shook me hard.
Right.
You were excited. I mean, I was too, but I mean, man, you were shaking me, dude. I was taken aback. It's the first time you put a hand on me. I mean, I wasn't expecting it. I appreciated the positive encouragement.
Oh, yes.
Make charter. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I love it, dude. Like that. That's what I love the most about tournament fishing is the highs and the lows.
100%, man. I mean, you know me. I'm a team guy. I like to practice. Practicing with a partner, taking two boats out, figuring it out, coming together. Yeah, man. Gaming, scheming for the next day. What worked, what didn't.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Yeah, putting it all together. It's pretty cool. I mean, and here's a question for you. Do you think there'll ever be a moment in time, right? Because bass fishing, at least on the individual circuit level, has changed dramatically. But do you think there's an opening for a team event national series? Why isn't there one? I mean, you think about it. Then you would have shared costs, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a lot of team tournaments on a local regional basis. Why not? Chime in, everybody.
I like the idea.
I mean, like bigger money,
behind that.
bigger venue, right? I mean, well, I know
you would have to have the boater, non-boater for those bigger tournaments. The one of the main reasons they have that set up is to prohibit cheating. You know what I mean? If you're fishing big team money tournaments,
don't people get lie detectored anyway?
It won't stand up in court, and I don't think it works.
Okay, so even if there was a camera on the boat live streaming,
that would be fine. I think there's a lot of there's some shady stuff that can happen with team tournaments with big money involved.
But if it was being streamed,
yeah, if you could find a way, you just have to find a way to keep everybody honest. That's all.
No, it'd be a all live format. So like on the Canadian big money tournaments that are out there, you think people cheat to win?
Yeah.
Whoa. Stop the presses, everybody. That's a big statement. Will, I'd like you to chime in.
What do you mean?
I just said what I meant. Do you think those big Canadian tournaments have people cheating in them?
Oh, I thought you meant, I didn't know you specific.
He's tired, everybody.
I didn't know you. I thought you were just talking in general. Yeah.
No. Those tournaments, because those are big money tournaments, right? Anyway, no. If you live streamed it, I have an idea. You call up Boyd Duckett, pitch the idea. You're president of the team trail. It's big money, and we need a live stream cam on every boat.
Right.
Call it the Smallmouth Crush Trail, and all will be good. And he's got to pay you a salary to run it for a year.
David wants to know if my clients want to clean some bass, do I do it for them?
Ooh, no.
No bass.
When I'm flipping a beaver style bait, what is your rod and reel setup? Oh man, I got a Shimano Curado E7 high speed, so 7-to-1. I've got my NRX for sure. I like 14-pound Gamma. There you go. Jig rod.
There you go.
7.1 or 7.3. I'll get you the numbers later.
Well, we're 2 hours in.
Yeah, man.
Man.
I mean, I think it's good, man.
Let me ask you this.
You're in charge, Travis. This is your show.
I was thinking about this today.
Yeah.
What if we did a 24-hour live?
That'd be crazy.
I already checked into this.
First ever.
I called up the Guinness Book of World Records to try to see if there was a record on the books for the most smallmouth bass caught in 24 hours. I had to pay $50 to ask the question. Like, I had to fill out all this paperwork and stuff.
That's crazy.
I get a response. Well, they said we don't really have a category for that. So, anyways,
okay.
I'm sure if I would love to fish for 24 hours straight and see how many bass we could catch in 24 hours.
Can we do it up at Will's?
Yeah, that's where you would have to do it. Live stream it.
Yeah.
Matt gave me that idea about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
What would you think?
I like it.
Would you be in? Would you stay out in the boat for 24 hours?
Totally.
We'd have to
it's got to be the right time of year, man.
It'll be in May. It'll be in May.
May.
24 hours. The camera stays on the whole time.
Yeah. Okay. Camera stays on the whole time. We fish. Just thinking about some bodily functions.
You'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah. I think I'd be down for that. Could be fun. I like it.
Oh man.
Thanks, Christian. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, we're not trying to promote anything, just real baits that work. Clearly, I have no allegiance. You know what I first thought you were going to say? 24-hour live streaming, just a bass talk show.
No, dude, I want to honestly.
Wait, time out. Okay, I got the fishing thing.
It would be hard. Okay, so the cameras.
No, wait a minute,
the
time
cameras
out.
go off the boat batteries. Okay, so the battery it'll last 24 hours.
Yeah.
We'd have to find some type of light system.
Bill, wear diapers. I got you. Yep.
Well, the camera would be.
I mean,
the camera would be.
so
The camera
you
would.
could also
Hey,
power pole down.
for what?
What?
The camera would be where the back seat is, facing forward. So if you had to take a piss or whatever, you go to the back of the boat.
24 hours of drop shot. And I'm down. I could do it, man. No question. Yeah. It'd be kind of crazy. 5-gallon bucket for sure. Problem solved. No problema.
Oh, Charlie Motors. Yeah, we could make it work for 24 hours, and where we're fishing, where I'm thinking.
I mean, you could drift a little bit. You could power pull down a little bit. I mean, you know, hey, if we got to that spot where we try to get 50 in an hour.
Do you want to do this, dude?
I'm seriously thinking about it.
We are doing it. I don't care. We're doing it in May. We're going to go up to Will's, and for sure it's going to be you and me. And I mean, if Will wants to come in and help with answering the questions and, you know, keeping the flow going, you know, because I don't think he'll stay out for 24. But you and me, straight up, 24 hours nonstop. How many smallmouth can we catch in 24 hours?
That'd be crazy. You'd have to wear those monkey gloves, you know, with your really fine skin.
And we're not going to... Listen, the day's going to go by super fast like it always does when you fish.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay? Then you're going to get into the evening where it's like the dark... I don't know what happens from that 8 o'clock to the 3 o'clock in the morning hour. You know what I mean? Like how you're... Are you still into it? Can you see where you're casting? I mean, maybe we got to pick a time frame where it's a full moon. And are the smallies still going to bite that well at night?
No rain.
I don't fish that much at night, dude. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, we'll have to do a con call with Will and discuss this further.
Okay.
You'll need a lot of lip balm, Jason said. Jason, I always got one in my pocket, bro. Don't you worry. And I'll have a backup. And if not, I can use a little smelly jelly in a pinch. Oh, mosquitoes in May. Damn. Ate up.
Now we'll be all right.
Come out with some fever.
We have to just make sure that we just have to make sure we have live capabilities. I don't know how long I have to go Google this, but can you stream for 24 hours on YouTube?
I don't even know.
We'll take a look at that.
What the heck are you smoking, Anthony? I just came in from Will.
I like it. We could, we would definitely. We could do contests. We could have guests come out in the boat while we're fishing and do interviews. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud.
Pizza delivery.
Sure.
Bucket of chicken. You know, gambling night. Yeah. Do lots of stuff. It's a pretty crazy idea. It's totally rad. No question.
Definitely. We're doing it.
Terry says, no, you can't. Blockhead Tackle says, you can stream for a few days. Uh-oh. St. Crest wants some conspiracy theories. That'll be for another show.
No, let's take that one on. Let me think here.
This is the part where I go feed my cat. Enjoy, everybody.
Oh, jeez. I really think he is going to feed his cat. So my favorite conspiracy theory is a fact that we call it a conspiracy theory because that term in itself is a conspiracy theory. Look it up. That's all I'm saying. Eric, you back yet? Otherwise,
Yeah, I'm back,
Oh,
man.
damn.
Yeah, that was quick. Oh, that was riveting. Oh, stripper pole. Oh, wow.
So there's Pool Live. They have to restart it. I wonder.
Oh, yeah. You can on Twitch. Bass pole, disco ball. Oh, my God. It's hysterical.
I think we can figure this out.
Make it a Twitch account to stream it. You'll have to look into the Twitch account thing. Don't know what it is, man.
Oh, no. There's too many of those things out there.
Hey, you think a June bug crankbait would work?
Let me guess. You're going to show us one. You love that thing.
I do, man. I
got
caught one.
bro.
Didn't I catch one on it in New York?
Yes.
The June bug? I did.
Yep.
Yeah, and I caught that big one on the other one I painted, man.
That you did.
Yeah, I did, man. That was the fatty of the day, or one of them. That thing worked. They loved it. Yeah, the old Excalibur, man, square bill. They had these at Dick's Sporting Goods for $2.99. You kidding me? It's ridiculous, man.
Crazy.
Oh my God.
Well,
You knew what I had, man. All right, you hanging it. How the hell are you going to fish for 24 hours straight when it's 9:46
dude, it's a
and
different.
you can
No,
for 2
I'm
hours and
not.
16 minutes? I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just saying.
I guess.
Yeah. Guys, the show's canceled for 24 hours. It's not happening.
No, we're
I
doing
mean,
it.
he can barely hang for 2 hours and 16 minutes. How are we expecting him to hang for 24 hours?
We're doing it. We're doing it. And listen, so it's been fun.
Eric, this is the wrap up, everybody.
We're wrapping her up. We're wrapping her up, guys. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us all night long. Most of you guys are subscribers. Hit the subscribe button if you're not. I don't know. What else? Hopefully see you guys at the sports shows. Next week, Wednesday, another great video. We're going to keep it under an hour.
Promise.
Illuminati. For sure.
Yeah. Grub fishing. Get your grub on. We'll be grubbing. Grub hubbing.
We'll be grubbing. Till next time, guys.
We'll see you on the water.
See you guys.
Good job, Travis. Thanks, everybody.